This will be my first time playing this game. See how it goes. Let's see. Normal, average difficulty for those wanting a little challenge. Hard, a difficult setting for those who find normal a bit lacking. Nightmare. It's your funeral. May adios be with you. We'll go normal. Daddy's real late. Oh, and just a heads up, I'm not really a voice actor, so bear with me with my voices. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today too. And Shara's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry to kept you waiting in the stall. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? Did you get you hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope. I'm fit as a fiddle. That reminds me though, I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. The jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come and have a look? Well, ain't that something? Giving humans as presents? What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Looks kinda dead if you ask me. Jesus. What the hell? I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who Who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he a illegitimate child or something? Did you betray mommy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Shezard, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. And I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Wow. His eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey. You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try to change the sub... Ow! Quit yelling. Alright already. But you're jumping on me like that isn't gonna make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just gonna make things worse. Do I hear Y-E-L-L-I-N-G? Never mind, just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I could see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know, that thing that people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like the logical thing to do, if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would always serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Beautiful world, not gonna lie. It's so bright in here. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. Wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Ah, I guess that's a no. Well, I guess I better get myself ready then, too. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right. The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl's gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I believe that when I stopped finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? is ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay, I'm on my way. Man. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? People like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra harder in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see. I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it'll be long before I pass you too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And still keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we master the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember Cheryl saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain's like a sieve. Papa is sad. How couldn't any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head on over to the guild soon, Estelle. Sheriff's gonna be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything particularly I like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about ruin-style scallop fish and a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right. I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude. But I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition today. Got it. One copy of Liberal News from the General Goods Store. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard. It gives Sherazard my regards. First time playing something like this on a computer. Is there By the way, Dad, is it going to be alright if you stay home and like this instead of going to the guild today? You haven't been there for a couple of days now. Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. But don't you worry, I'm carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not entirely to fire me anytime soon. That's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard coming out of your mouth. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. If you wonder what I'm doing, from some role-playing games, you always have hidden objects. Oh, come on. Come on, let me have that treasure chest. Don't worry. Oh wow. It's a pretty big map. There's a standing log for staff practice. First staff. Guess we'll continue on. North Roland, 49 sales. Or sell get. I don't know. South Garune Gate, 259 sale get. Forest, Bright House. So where am I supposed to be going? I forgot where I was going. I guess roll it. Uh-oh. Looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place. So I don't know why you expect to get away with any less effort. Oh, yeah, I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild over there then. like bracer gear. Okay, right here. There you two are. Good morning, Still. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Dana. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Oh, cool. Just on my way over to the forest and mist wall to the south of here. There's a merchant from Bose who came here to buy lumber. I need to get enough ready for the order I received. Good morning, Mr. Renon. Hello there, Still. And Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Strigas? Unbelievable. You actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with? We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Of course. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid that the new Strigas aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the Liberal News, though, I should have them in around noon. Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop by again after our training is over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. Alright, let's get the training. The Star and the Hangman, the Hermit and the Magician, and last of all, the Aversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara. Well, if it ain't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today. Every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. quiet you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Wah, Joshua, Shara's picking on me. Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is over naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an ornament with some practice, eventually, probably. I guess there's not much I could do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. That's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we covered in your previous training. This is the minimum level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. About orbits. Orbits are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or processed septum installed. Although it's been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. A connection, this technological reform is commonly known as orbital revolution. Bracers. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Cimmerian continent and bounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septum on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbits. The orbit technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal and protected its independence as it's contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Let's see, since we got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara? How is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you'll be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this was a real bracer job. So, what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time, you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful still. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there is something we need to give to both of you. Aina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Bracer, nope. Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and wear. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's gonna be a pain. Oh? Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there is a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, an exclamation mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting jobs and names on the list, you can view their details. Training retreat room. Sure it's on. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Roma and bringing back the contents of a chest. See sheriffers. The details of the job confirmed on the bulletin board and other important bits will automatically record in Bracer Notebook. Bracer Notebook can be easily found by clicking on the Books tab on the Items menu. It can also be accessed by configuring Bracer Book shortcut button on the Configuration menu. Very good. Looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I just have to be more motivated. Is that so? Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What we'll be doing this time. We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Here's where you will learn how to use orbital factory services. In orbital factory, you can modify your orbits and synthesize support quartz in order to use orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Milders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem. Leave everything to me. So, what is it that you would like to know about? Orbits. Orbits are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, and so on are also type of orbits. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbits, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each orbit is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ from each owner. Oh. Hello, Para. Just noticed your text. And to tell the truth, this is the first time I'm playing the game. But where are my manners? I guess I better introduce myself. It's Neminim, or you could call me Nemi, or Nam, whichever. But oh. Well, in for a ride, huh? Yeah. Let's see. Yep. Hi to you too. Alright. Where was I? Since each orbit is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ from each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be open in an orbital factory like this. It will take a fair amount of sepith to EP, which is needed for magic. It will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So what is it that you would like to know about? Let's see. Simply put, orbital arts are magic which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle orbits. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored with these mechanical devices. Since orbital arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must first be synthesized at an orbital factory. Orbits are also set up so that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those arts. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of the installed quartz. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water elemental value. In reality, orbits are much more complex than what I've described, but I think this information should suffice for now. So, what else would you like to know about? Okay, quartz. Quartz are circuits made from sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously make it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz have been installed into a slot. Oh, by the way, Para, forgot to say welcome. Sorry about that. I'm new to all this streaming. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, if I have any questions, I will ask. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. Okay. This being the case, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbit and decide where you'll be installing it ahead of time. Okay, so sepith, I think that's how you would say it. Oh, okay. No crazy mechanics? Okay. I mean, I've played some RPGs, but I haven't played this one. Sepith are fragments of septium which are dropped by monsters. They are divided into 7 types: earth, which is brown; water, which is blue; fire, which is red; wind, which is green; time, which is black; space is gold; mirage is silver. Sepith can be exchanged for mirror almost anywhere, but at the orbital factory it can be used to synthesize quartz and open orbit slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. And that's it. It looks like Mr. Melders has answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some sepith. Receive several of each type of elemental sepith. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbits. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Normally, at a shop, you will be able to exchange sepith for mirror. But for this training, you will not be able to use this service. Upon approaching the counter, a talk mark would appear. Pressing the OK button on display. Yeah. Alright. So, is it discount? Yeah, okay. So, quartz. I guess make one of each. Okay. I'll give her the evade. See how that works. Give trash. Sure. Action. For now. Alright, looks like you were able to synthesize one. Next, I want you to increase the arts you can use. Now install the quartz into your armaments so they can use both recovery and attack arts. Okay. I think I just did that. Oh, okay, so she wants us still to have the blue quartz. Okay, thank you. Alright, looks like you got both recovery and attack arts set up. You balance your arts out between each other like you done here. Should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz allow you to use which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz charts in your bracer notebooks and find something that works for you. Alright, our training here is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open a new slot in your orbits. The more slots you have available to you, the broader range of choices you have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening up slots, it would be a good idea to open them all early on. Now I want you to use this sepith and open a slot on each of your orbits. Go ahead and decide which slots you're going to open. Okay. Okay. I think I'm getting it now. Like, the red numbers are what I need. Gotcha. And can't open no more. Okay. So you managed to open one of your orbit slots still. Since your central slot is not limited to a particular elemental, you are free to install any type of quartz you like. This concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Did you just say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along the lines of at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. Oh, okay. So try to open up Josh's first, okay. Oh. Thank you for the advice. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for it. How about a little less yapping and a little more walking? Oh, wow. Joshua, help me. Wow. Mr. Manners, Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it. Good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. Okay. So each quartz will also give you different stats. Got it. All your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification, man, I can't talk. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect you to see both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. What's wrong, Estelle? Sharon? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and? Oh yeah, Para. Especially, when you've been quiet most of your life. And I even made you jot down what you read in your bracer notebooks. Unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentions searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief. Oh, divine adios. I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the oboe factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we're even going to be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why don't you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about the both of you try to at least look a little anxious? Just so you know though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in Roland sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let you down your guard, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Tear bombs. Monster guide. Okay. What's this book for? It's called a monster guide, and is used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've really been a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tips, Shara. We'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knocked out this test. Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. Okay. Let's see. Wait a minute, still. There appears to be a recovery point over there. We should use it if our HP or EP become low. Charges stations. Okay. As a recovery point is approached, an exclamation mark will appear and two choices be displayed. I selected rest. Okay, yes. I'm familiar with that. Sounds like a plan to me. Monsters at 12 o'clock. Be careful not to let them take advantage of your blind side. Got it. Monsters cannot be seen from far away. They will become visible as you approach them. The conditions at the start of a battle will change depending on how a monster is engaged. Engaging an enemy from behind is advantageous, while being attacked by an enemy from behind is disadvantageous. Bar indicates who attacks first. Stops from the top, moves down. Okay. So, turn-based. Okay. Well, let's just attack for now. Attack an enemy. He may also use it to move if you are using a mouse and click an empty location. The highlighted area indicates the distance a character can move. Select the target in this area. Move the character to attack. When an enemy is out of range, that icon will appear on your cursor. Selecting an out of range target will move the character as close to it as possible, but no attack will be performed. So in that case. Oh, I've been using the arrows. Yeah, I might have to try that using the shift. Yeah, I'm used to a controller myself, but this is like, because I hardly used any computer, like I've been mostly on consoles. But yeah, right now I'm using a keyboard and mouse to try to get used to it.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Got juicy bone. Here comes some more. Depending on the enemy, some of the physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use ours, not physical attacks. Okay. Arts are effective on enemies that are good at avoiding physical attacks. Okay. Inns, hotels, charge stations. Okay. are effective against foes. Yeah. Always have an element. Okay. Shoots a heavy stream of water. Okay. Yeah, that's true. And his art. So good. Let's try it on that.
Tick!
Oh, nice. Very nice.
We're good to go.
Oh, okay. A second quartz. Crisp onion. Okay. 1 minute. Yeah, I'll give it a day wait on that one. Okay, so yeah, it's a to run. Gotcha. But still, let's try using crafts this time around. Since crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage, they're worth a shot. Roger that. Crafts have a range of limits that can be utilized instantly. CP is gained by dealing out or receiving damage during battle. Okay. Character-specific skills, which not only deal out damage, but also have a broad range of effects. User crafts consume CP. CP is gradually gained by dealing out or receiving damage in battle. Okay. So it's that third meter. Okay. Yeah, when I get a chance, I might check it out in the menu for the auto run. Crafts.
Come on.
Dual strength. Oh wow. So like special attacks for each character. Oh okay. In the config. In the local files. Okay. He doesn't really need it, but
All right, we're good to go.
that voice sounds familiar. Curative. Okay. What's over here? Ooh, a chest. Reviving bomb. It's reviving bomb. Oh, okay. So kind of like a phoenix down. Let's see what's over here first. Of course. What is this? Another creepy thing. Wish there were an easier way to take care of them. One blow using an S-craft or an S-break should do the trick for just about any enemy. The catch is our CP has to be at least 100 to pull off one of those moves. Devastating attacks. Okay. Special attacks, pretty much. Okay. So, gotta get it up to 100. This class will be used as experts. Okay. Now press the break button. You may use the 1 through 4 number keys to select it. Oh, cool.
Here I come!
Pretty cool. So,
Let's do this! All right, we're good to go.
man, I could have sworn I heard his voice somewhere. Maybe in an anime or something. Just one, curative one. Oh yeah, config. So that's the treasure chest we're after, huh? We made it this far, the rest is gonna be a piece of cake. Seems we got a little breather room at least. Let's pay close attention to our battle order this time. This should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our actions. In battle, there are several bonuses which can be allotted to turns. Turn bonuses have the same effect regardless of whether they are allotted to an ally or a foe. Using S breaks to ignore the battle order makes it easy to jump in and strip an enemy of their turn bonus. These icons indicate the bonus allotted to the battle order. If a bonus icon appears next to the character's icon, they will receive that bonus. The yellow heart, 10, heal HP, the red, jewel, second thought, etc. Airstrike. I have them attack one of these.
Alright, we're good to go.
This one. Small box, 2 of them. That's weird. There's a couple of boxes inside the treasure chest. The fact that there's not just one, but 2 is kind of interesting too. Wonder what's inside. Remember, Estelle, our mission is to search and retrieve only. Pretty sure looking inside those boxes doesn't fall under our mission objective. You're no fun at all, Joshua. This has nothing to do with our mission. It's like what I like to call good, honest curiosity. You know, we're the only ones down here. We could get away with a teensy-weensy peek, right? If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means be my guest. Did you just say the F word? Yep. Opening one of those boxes could result in an automatic fail for both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of those boxes would belong to the client. And as long as there were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them. I know you're right, Joshua, but I just can't help myself. If you absolutely have to know this aside, why not ask Miss Cheryl when you get back? But for now, we need to focus on getting out of here. Alright. Man, I like Estelle's personality. Okay, nothing there. I guess we'll just... just in case. Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Yep, they're the real deal, alright. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. That was a close one. I figured she would try and set us up like that. Congratulations to the both of you. You have successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, Shara, what's in those boxes you had us get? That's for me to know and you to find out after your training is finished. That's enough chit-chat for now, so let's get back to work. You two still have some things left to do. Seriously? But didn't you just say that we passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. I'm aware that you're both tired, but this is no time to shirk your duties. Let's get back to the guild. When is this day going to be over? Oh well, no sense in giving up when the finish line is in sight. Agreed. It seems like we're within reaching distance of our goal. Your final training is how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it is your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a bracer. You can report your results to the front desk in each guild branch, and as you already know by now, Aina is in charge here at the Roland branch. In addition, this is where you will be paid for your work. I look forward to seeing great things from the both of you. Now that we're here, why don't you go ahead and report the results of today's training. Okay, so talk to Aina. Report. Okay. Current rank is Junior Bracer, 9th class. Good job, you two. Seems like you were able to complete your objective without running into any major problems. Another thing to take note of is that depending on how you handle a job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to the guild, pay in the form of Mira is the only thing you'll receive. You'll also accumulate points which are known as BP, bracer points. BP are an indication of your achievements as a bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you will advance in rank as a bracer and be rewarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. The ranks of a junior bracer start at 9 and go all the way up to 1. Please set your sights on making first rank and work hard. The amount of mirror and BP you receive will also be recorded in your bracer notebook, so please have a look sometime later on. All that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Aina. And sorry about putting more work on your plate today than usual. Don't worry about it. Training new bracers is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to work these two to the bone in any case. To the bone? I know it's Shara evolved the whip. Let me say it again. Good work, you two. You have now officially completed the entire training course. From now on, you'll be learning from your own real-world experience. Well then. Uh-oh. I lost somebody. Those the boxes, the ones. In answer to your question, yes, these are the boxes you retrieved during today's test. You seem awfully curious to find out what's inside still. Are you saying that it's okay if we open them? That's right. Why don't the both of you have a look and see what's inside? Sweet. Alright, let's have a look. Let's crush this. So this means that we're Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. Beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as junior bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two. Welcome to the fold. Did you hear that, Joshua? We become members of the Bracer Guild. So I'm a bracer now. I think the realization is only now just beginning to sink in. Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy or running around and screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Look at this now, world. We did it. I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed. I hate to interrupt the celebrations, Estelle, but I need to take off now. I have some backed up work that needs my immediate attention. We understand. You have been spending a lot of extra hours working with us during this busy time for the guild. Before you head out, Shara, I just wanted to say thanks. Likewise, I appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Shara. Don't mention it. Training new recruits is one of a bracer's many duties. Believe it or not, I was once in your shoes a long time ago when your father Cassius trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's actually more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged barristers early on so you can help guide those new recruits who come after yourselves. And in time, I hope to see you both become respectable barristers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. I just don't get it. Get what? This is Shahrazad, aka the Silver Streak, one of the most skilled young barristers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who's always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. A no-good middle-aged man, huh? From your viewpoint, it doesn't come as a surprise that you will see him in that fashion. Huh? Never mind. Let's hurry ahead on. We should let Dad know that we're qualified as junior bracers. Right. Alright. Well, I'm gonna leave it here, everyone. Hopefully y'all have fun watching. And I plan on continuing this maybe Tuesday. Hopefully. But anyways. I'm gonna have to get going. And y'all stay safe out there. Hopefully I'll get to see y'all back in the office and we'll continue the game. Alright, bye-bye.